Okay, back again. Got the Pathfinder in its spot for now. This is where I'm going to tear it all apart and paint it and everything. Got plenty of room to open the doors all the way. These two doors that are sitting here will be torn apart because I'm going to take all the interior and put it inside of this. Plus I got that big pile of parts, interior parts and everything that will go in here after it's finished. The plan right now is to use my welding table. I've got all these plastic poly bins that I'm going to organize all the parts in there that I take off, nuts and bolts and stuff like that. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to show you guys that, and I'll talk to you guys in a second. Hey everyone, made a little bit of progress with the Project Pathfinder. This is part of the Tale of Two Sisters build. If you're not familiar with that, check out my other videos. I've got, this is a 95 Nissan Pathfinder that I got for parts, and it will be eventually turning into a full tube chassis rock buggy. And then there's my 1991, my trusty Nissan Pathfinder. This thing's been through hell with me in the short time that I've owned it, and it's time for it to get its makeover. Anyway, got the front end torn off. The only thing left on the front end that's got to come off is the front bumper and the wheels and tires. I'm going to lift this thing up, put it on jack stands, and pull the wheels and tires off so I can get into the inner fender wells and clean them up real well, and spray and coat those areas properly. Let me pull the camera off the tripod and give you a little close up on what's going on here. Here's the hood, both fenders, and the cowl cover. The hood, all this stuff is going to be sprayed with chassis saver. Okay, especially the inner fender well, or the inner fenders, because they're exposed. I don't have any plastic inner fender wells. I removed them. So all the high risk areas for rust are going to be sprayed with chassis saver before Monstaliner goes on. Or Monstaliner goes on, sorry about that. This area here on the hood, which is the very front lip, is always prone to rust here in Syracuse, because that's the direction where all the moisture and water starts dripping down into. So all that's going to be sprayed, again, with chassis saver. Got my grill over here. Discovered that it was broken, so I'm going to have to, hopefully I can glue that. I may in fact either build myself a new grill, which I've been thinking about for a long time, or find myself a new one. Looks like I'm going to need another turn signal or corner lamp. One of mine, it works, but the lens is getting all aged and cracked. I've already replaced one, but I'm going to probably have to replace the other because this has to go through inspection next month. Let's talk about the bumper for those that aren't familiar with my channel and the video. Right now what's on that is dupli-color bed armor. It's coming off. Okay. I don't necessarily have any major problems with this, but I do have problems with it. Okay. I'm not going to shit all over anybody's company. The product has served me well to this point, but I'm replacing it with a better product. And that's pretty much the way it goes. It will peel off. Okay, I haven't hit this bumper over here, and it started coming off there. I don't know why or what caused that. I can peel it off fairly easy. It's very rough. It's very, very coarse. That Kevlar they're talking about, you see all this texture in here? The texture is the Kevlar. This has got probably like 7 coats or something ridiculous on here. I did this and then redid it again later. If you don't do heavy amounts of coats, this is going to look terrible. Okay, this is not going to be uniform. It's still not even uniform, but it's going to look bad. What it's going to look like is what I got going here. Okay, which looks awful. That's another reason why it's coming off. Plus, because it's such a rough texture, it's like sandpaper. This will take your skin off. You rub your bare skin up against that like a leg or an arm or something. You got that on your rockers, and climbing in and out. If you got a wife or a girlfriend, she's going to scrape her legs on that, guaranteed. So all that's coming off. I'm going to attempt to take it off with a wire brush on my 4.5-inch angle grinder. We'll see how that goes. I'll share that process with you. If you look here in the inner fenders, you see all this crud, just dirt and probably road salt and just nastiness. So all this stuff, the top of the cowl, I'm going to cover up the engine. I'll probably tape it underneath here, some plastic, and then along the edge of the cowl here, and then around the front, and then just tape off this front radiator support, and all of that's going to be sprayed. And the only reason I'm just going to cover that because I don't want to put chassis saver all over my engine. I'm going to try to tape this off as good as I can. I want it to be nice and clean, not any sloppiness. I'm going to pull all the window trim off here. You can see here, apparently it used to be chrome. Somebody painted over it, so I'm going to take all this stuff and take it back down to the chrome and rough up that chrome finish. That's going to be sprayed with chassis saver. This stuff's going to be clear coated with an automotive grade clear coat that's UV stable and with hardener, as well as the mirrors. So we'll see how, that's kind of be a little bit of an experiment. We'll see how well that holds up, because chassis saver is not UV stable, but if the clear coat is, I was told by the automotive paint supplier that I purchased chassis saver from, and as well as the clear coat and hardener, that it should hold up. We'll see. Outside of that, let me see, roof rack's coming off, pretty much all the interior, okay? I'm not sure about the headliner just yet, but the headliner probably will come off. Seats, carpet, door panels, all the weather stripping, all of it. Every little bit of this stuff is coming off of here. All the doors, roof racks coming off. That's going to be up for sale if you have a Pathfinder and want this thing. If nobody buys it, it will probably get cut up, or I don't know, something will happen to it. These are going to come off. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with these yet. This is going to get real complicated to try to clean these up. If I can get them cleaned up, then I'll spray them with chassis saver and clear coat. If I can't get them cleaned up properly, then I'm probably going to send them off to get sandblasted and then maybe powder coated. We'll see. Tire carrier's coming off, jack's coming off. The tire carrier, I'm probably not going to paint that with anything. Okay, it's already got regular paint, same paint that I got on my wheels on there. I'll have to think about that. I do plan on doing a little bit of work to this later on down the road, so I'm not sure if I'm going to even touch that other than just taking it off. Rear bumper's coming off. And what else? That's pretty much it. I may take this rear window out. I may switch the rear window. My only discrepancy with changing the rear window, because I do have another one right here, and it's really stupid, but it's important to me, is this. I earned that. I earned the hell out of that sticker. That's Crown King is a small mining town in Central Arizona, and it's one of the more popular off-road trails. It's called the Back Door to Crown King. I earned that. That's where I drove this thing off of a cliff, and yeah, I earned this, every bit of it. So that's my only discrepancy. I might still just swap it out and just have a buddy of mine go grab me another one of those stickers from Crown King and put it on the new window. That's pretty much it for now. You know, that's a pretty good walkthrough of what's going on and what I plan on doing. So, you know, like always, subscribe, comment, like. If you're watching this on alvarezmetalworks.com, check out my YouTube channel, subscribe to it, lots of videos. There's actually a few more videos on there that I don't have on alvarezmetalworks.com. The link to my Facebook page is above, and the link to the YouTube channel is above. like my Facebook page. Again, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, like a lot of people are, check out alvarezmetalworks.com. Absolutely do not forget to check out monstaliner.com. Not monster with an ER, Monsta with an A. Okay, monstaliner.com. You can buy Chassis Saver on Monstaliner.com. They're made by the same company, Magnet Paints. I'll have the links to all of that stuff below. What else? I think that's pretty much it. So, stay tuned, and we're going to make some more progress here soon. Like I said, I'll show you guys the process of trying to remove the dupli-color bed armor with Kevlar, and we'll show you a little bit of removal of some of this stuff, but not too much. It's boring process, but I'm definitely going to show you how much of the truck was removed and show you how to install this stuff. So anyways, talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.